Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Khushi Sharma and I am from India. I am currently pursuing engineering in computer science branch. So today I am going to conduct a short interview from a very famous YouTuber, Mr. Khalid Iqbal, who is settled in USA and has proved over the period a very dependable guide for all the newcomers who are intending to move to USA either as a student or as an immigrant. So I hope this interview will enlighten our audience across the globe. Thank you. So, Mr. Iqbal, my very first question is, I have an option to go to one Gulf country and also have an option to go to USA. So, where should I go?
Thank you very much, Madam Sharma ji, student of engineering. I'm so delighted that you have introduced me in a very fabulous manner. Anyway, coming to your question number one. If you have options to go to the Gulf countries and at the same time you have the opportunity to go to the America, Canada, Australia, it is up to you. If you want a long-term plan, then definitely I will advise you come to Europe, come to America, Canada. Reason being, in these countries there is a quality of life, there is stability. They give you all legal rights to live on those soils, those grounds. They will give you citizenship, they will give you nationality. On top of all, there is a level playing field. Especially America, which is a land of immigrant. No one can claim, with the exception of very few Red Indians, long back. They are the probably original Americans. Otherwise, it is a land of immigrant. People keep coming year by year. So I will welcome you if you have a plan to come to America and at the same time you have a offer, you have a choice to go to some Gulf countries. I will suggest you to come to America, Canada, UK, Australia. But if you want to go over there in these Middle East countries for a short period of time to earn money, okay, don't mind. Go over there, spend there a couple of years and get as much money as possible. But before you get aged, come back to these countries. So this is the answer of your question number one. Thank you.
So, that's great, Mr. Iqbal. Moving on to next question. This question is very common among youth. So, question is, I want to have the title of engineer, but unfortunately my BTech degree could not be completed. Possible if I land in USA, engineer title could be conferred to me based on my job.
I explained you probably the answer of these questions. But anyway, as I mentioned earlier, there is no difference. People do not know between what's the engineering, what is the technology. They are concerned with the face value of the person. If someone writes in one-page CV that I'm a technologist, they will rely upon him and they will assign the job. So, I mean, unlike in third world countries, there is a rift, there is a tug of war, there is a technological council, there is engineering council. I have not seen anything of that sort in America or in any other developed states. All are on the same platform. In terms of wages or in terms of nuisance value, there is no difference at all. I hope I have given the answer to these questions.
Moving on to next question, Mr. Iqbal. Which business could be started with negligible amount of money or investment?
Yes, of course, there are so many avenues, there are so many jobs, there are so many services available in these developed countries where you need only negligible investment. I wish you should come over here and I will let you know there are so many jobs where you need very little investment. If you are a smart one, if you know the difference between a smart job and a hard job, you can succeed. And without investing any huge amount of money, you could have a success in your field, in your career, in your job. so many jobs, so many opportunities are available where one does not need to invest any appreciable or any sizable amount of money. Thank you.
Okay, good. That's great, Mr. Iqbal. Moving on to next question. This question is also very common among youngsters. There are many consultants nowadays. So, is it mandatory to use their services?
Of course, if you are educated one, you are literate one, you have the basic understanding, there is no need to hire the consultants. Mostly employers, mostly companies, mostly consulate office, they prefer individuals when they apply on their own without involvement of any consultant. No, not at all. I will not advise anyone to hire the services of the consultants. There is not going to be any rocket science. Everything is accessible. Every information is available. Why to hire the consultant? Why to pay the money to them? Most of the students, when they hire the students, it means they are paying the money from their parents' kitty. No, not at all. I will not advise them. I'm assuring them time and again that organizations, consulate office, embassies, universities, they always prefer if someone applies by oneself instead of getting the services of the consultant. Thank you.
Very well explained, Mr. Iqbal. So, the next question is, which course is best to get a job in USA?
The answer of this question is that with the exception of medical or high-tech jobs, otherwise our average people who qualifies their inter exam or who have some basic understanding engineering and technical courses, they could prove very successful themselves here in America. Mostly jobs, 70-80% jobs are nature of job, kind of job which are comprehensible, which are understandable, and which could be carried out by any average person of which average caliber, with average background, with average qualifications. There is no special education required. If someone wants to be in the medical grounds or to become an astronaut or to become a PhD in the university, to be a lecturer, to be a professor, these are something exceptional. But mostly jobs, 70-80% jobs could be carried out by any average persons who have a basic understanding. He would be very successful. There is no discrimination in wages, in nuisance value between highly educated persons and between average educated persons. That's the reason these countries are very successful. They pay the attention to the laborers. For them, labor is very important. And secondly, since there is a lack of manpower, there is a shortage of, they welcome the people coming from all parts of the world. Only they need a healthy and criminal-free people to come over here. Rest of the grooming, rest of the orientations are carried out by those employers, by those organizations themselves. There is no any particular education required for the immigrant who intend to come to America. Only basic education, basic understanding, basic IQ, that is prerequisite to come to these states.
That's great. The last but not least, the question is there any discrimination in USA between Bachelor of Technology and Bachelor of Engineering?
The answer of your question about the difference between BTech and B Engineering, in these advanced countries, I have not seen any difference. I believe these hurdles have been created by the vested interest in these poor countries to serve their own nefarious objectives and goals. In these countries, there is no dearth of jobs, where there is no dearth of employment. So many opportunities are arising day and night. So many avenues are emerging. Therefore, in these advanced countries, there is no discrimination between BTech and B Engineering. They accept everyone. They assign the job to the individual, and if that individual performs the job to the best of his performance, to the best of his ability, he is held in high esteem. In these countries, there is no difference at all between technology or between engineering. And thank you very much, Madam Sharma. You, being a student of engineering, has asked so many questions relating to your field, relating to your career, and I hope I have given all the questions which will serve you as well as which will serve your community. Thank you very much.